Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at Wonder Woman and her powers. So she uses flight as her movement. And her weapon is shield. So if you're used to shield, you'll be at home with this character, because she uses all the same combos. So let's just get a bit closer. You can do the hold triangle, hold triangle, hold triangle for range, or you can get in close and do the shield combos.
Terrarium control mode enabled.
Okay, so let's have a look at her powers now. Her first power is Amazonian Aegis. Throws your shield into the ground, causing damage and knockback to all nearby enemies. So this is going to be a melee power. It's got a nice knock up into the air and down onto the floor part to it, as well as it does quite nice damage as well. So, and it will hit anyone that's in that area, so don't have to be right up against you, but probably not too far away, maybe about sort of this distance away. You should be able to get them. Let's just try that. Yeah.
Terrarium control mode.
So it's got like a melee range on it, but it will take out a group of enemies in PvE content as well. So if you're sort of lunging in, you can take them down with that move. Okay, the second power is lasso thrash. Lash your target with a series of lasso strikes, causing damage. So it's like that. So if you're quite far away, it will pull you in towards the target. So if you kind of lock onto a target, hit that move. Obviously, the further away you are, the less hits you're going to get, the longer it's going to take you to get there. But if you're about this distance away, or closer, the closer you are, basically, the more hits you're going to get. And Catwoman uses that move, and Wonder Girl. So it's a really good move. I really like that move with Catwoman. It's one of my favourite moves, and kind of gives Wonder Woman a bit of something, because other than this move, she's kind of lacking a little bit in her powers. It's just a shame they couldn't come up with something that was new for her. Monolith is the third one. Rips a large chunk of earth from the ground beneath you, which can be thrown or smashed to damage and ground enemies. So it should be like a move a bit like how Bane's got it. Smash into the floor, and then you can either press triangle, which will then throw it and stun the target, or you could, if you was in close anyway, press the melee one and just smash it over the opponent's head, or group of opponent's heads. Okay, let's just move Donna Troy over a little bit, and then let's have a look at the next power. So, Truth Lasso. Pulls your target in with the iconic Truth Lasso, causing damage and stun. Immediately holding melee afterwards will perform a push kick. Okay, so basically this move is that it will lasso the opponent and pull them in and sort of hold them there stunned for a couple of seconds. Like that. Pulls them in, and it's supposed to stun them. But the extra bit is you can add something onto the end of it, is holding square. So that.
Station control mode enabled.
I think that was it. I'm sure that, no, I don't think that was it actually. That's it. It does like a big kick. I'm just not timing it right now. That's it. That's supposed to be it, but I don't know what it is with these characters that use these moves, like Wonder Woman and Wonder Girl, but they don't always work with the lasso. There you go. So you just have to get the timing right. As they're starting to come in, hold the square button. So that first, then square, and it kind of does a big boot to the back of the head. Okay. There you go. So that's that power. So it has like a 2-in-1 move. Let's bring Donna Troy back
Life support control
and
mode
have a look
enabled.
at the next power.
Ham station control mode enabled.
Okay.
Terrarium
Right.
control mode enabled.
So the next power is Coup de Grace. Delivers a devastating melee combo which causes extreme damage to enemies below 35%. This can be triggered by immediately holding melee after performing the first hit. So that's the power on its own. It kind of just does a sort of almost an uppercut with the shield. I don't know if you saw that there, her braces like kind of started glowing. See the glow and the kind of attack after. Kind of like the ring around Wonder Woman. Let's try it again. And then she did extra damage there when Donna Troy was down to less health. Just try that. She's probably too low on health now. Let's move back a little bit and see if she gets some health back. Otherwise, we're probably just gonna have to knock her out. There you go. Right. Let's get down a little bit more. So that's about under 35% now. So that, and then hold square, and it did big damage at the end there. So basically, if you want to make the most of that power, you've got to kind of do the power, and just as it's finishing, hold the square button down, and obviously if the opponent's health is below 35%, you're gonna pretty much knock them out. But you'll do probably about double the damage of what you normally would do if their health wasn't below 35%. So let's have a look at the last power now. So let me just show that power again where you haven't got below 35%. And see, it's you only get 613, which before I think is like over 1,200 and something. So it's about double with the opponent's health below 35%. So that's what it looks like just on its own. You can do the power on its own, but if you do the power and then hold square just as it's finishing, you'll get the combo, which is, doesn't use any extra power and you're getting extra damage. Okay, so let's have a look at the last power for Wonder Woman, and it is Bracer Deflection. It's activate your iconic Amazonian braces, absorbing damage and reflecting some damage back at your attacker. So let's get Wonder Woman take some damage here. So as you can see, Donna Troy's hitting Wonder Woman
Stay down
for over 100 and something damage per hit here while she's holding triangle, and now I'm going to use her last power. So as you can see, Wonder Woman's not taking any damage there for a good couple of seconds, and it was reflecting the damage back and hitting Donna Troy. So every time Donna Troy was hitting Wonder Woman, instead of it doing any damage to Wonder Woman, it was bouncing back and doing damage on Donna Troy. So obviously the faster the damage from Donna Troy, the more she's going to take her own health bar down. And while on top of that, she's also Wonder Woman's not taking any damage and can still carry on doing her normal attack. So if we can try and do that again.
This is true star
So
power.
I'm gonna use it, and as you can see, I can still carry on moving. And so for a
Far
couple of
better than
seconds
you
there,
have failed to
not
defeat
only am
me.
I not taking any damage, but I'm still able to use all my normal moves, weapons, powers and everything, and do my damage as usual on Donna Troy there. But also any damage that she tries to do to me will bounce off and damage her instead. So in PvP, hopefully if you're against a good opponent, well, not hopefully, not good for you, but good for them, I guess. If you're against a good opponent, they probably would stop attacking you and maybe block or whatever then, and stop trying to do attack so that the damage doesn't bounce back. But in PvE content, that is that's obviously not going to happen, and the enemies are still going to carry on attacking you, so they'll be just damaging themselves. And especially if there's more than one, if there's like 3 or 4 enemies around you, it's just going to keep damaging them instead. So you can see when the effect's up as well is that she has this sort of blue effect around her hands, and then once the blue's gone, she can start taking damage again. So in PvP, if you're against a good opponent, I mean, they're just going to probably block that out or whatever. They're not going to really do any attacks because it'll just bounce back onto them. They'll probably try and move away or block. But obviously then you've got a couple of seconds of free damage either way when you use that move. So yeah, she's not a bad character. She's got a couple of good powers, especially that move. I like that move. That move's quite a fast one, so if you're in close, you can use that, and then the whiplash. Well, the lasso lash as well. And if you're taking quite a bit of damage, you can use the block. So that's a guide to Wonder Woman's powers. And thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.